beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Please, could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hi, how are you? I'm just fine, thanks. There is a surprise for you in the kitchen. Oh, Mr. McFeely has been working on it for such a long time. That's a hint that I brought in just now. Right, here's your hint. It's a certain kind of food. I'll unscrew the top, and that's the food. Can you guess what this might feed? Well, I don't know whether you'd call it an animal or not. Some of them are very small, and they go like that. Not birds in the air, but something in water. Let's just swim into the kitchen and see. Fish. Fish, I have some food for you. Yes, Mr. McFeely knows all about it. These are tropical fish. And I'll take just a little bit. He said, don't feed them too much. There. Are they eating anything? Look at this one. I think that's an angelfish. He knows a lot more about them than I do. But it looks as if it has wings. There's some pretty ones there. See all the plants? He put plants all in the aquarium. This big thing is called an aquarium. Can you say that? Aquarium? Aqua is another word for water. So aquarium is something that holds water. And there's some rocks here. Looks like steps, doesn't it? Steps coming down. But fish don't go down steps. They swim. Look at those two just running around. Some up at the top too, playing right at the top. Just to sit and watch them, isn't it? Just love to see they're so graceful. They swim so beautifully, and they're all so different. This white one, and those striped ones, and those beautiful black ones. They're different on the outside, and they're different on the inside. They're very fancy. Some are fancy on the outside. Some are fancy on the inside. Yes, sir, everybody's fancy. Everybody's fine. Your body's fancy, and so is mine. Boys are boys from the beginning, right when they're born. Girls are girls right from the start. Everybody's fancy. Everybody's fine. Your body's fancy, and so is mine. Only girls can be the mummies. They're the only ones. Only boys can be the daddies. Everybody's fancy. Everybody's fine. Your body's fancy, and so is mine. I think you're a special person. And I like your ins and outsides. Everybody's fancy, everybody's fine. Your body's fancy, and so is mine. I remember when I was a little boy, I used to like to lie on my stomach in the grass beside a beautiful stream and just watch the fish swim by in the water. Do you ever have a chance to do that? Fish like to swim in streams, and they like to swim in lakes, and they like to swim in the ocean. There's somebody at the door. Let's see who it is.
Oh, here I am again,
Mr.
Mr.
McFeely.
Rogers. Here I am.
Oh, you have some more fish.
Yes, in this little carton here,
Oh,
Mr.
good.
Rogers. I have some catfish for you. All righty, Mr. Rogers? And we'll just put them in your
Catfish?
tank. Yes, they have little whiskers here, Mr. Rogers. Now, you watch very closely. Oh, before we put them in the aquarium, Mr. Rogers, could you check the temperature on the front of the aquarium? Right in there.
It says safe zone.
Safe zone, that's fine, Mr. Rogers, because the water from the man's aquarium at the pet shop has a safe zone too, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, good.
And we'll just introduce them there and get them accustomed to the water, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, you put the bag in first.
Yes, we should do that first, Mr. Rogers. So there you go.
Hello, catfish.
Now, Mr. Rogers, if you watch closely, I'll let the catfish into their new home, into their new neighborhood, all right, Mr. Rogers?
Yes,
Here we go. Now,
Fish neighborhood.
catfish, swim out there, meet your new friends.
Meet your new friends and neighbors,
There you
catfish.
go. One of them. There, can you make it there, catfish?
Not you good. You okay?
Maybe I should.
There
There
we go.
goes one. Come on, here we go.
Welcome to this neighborhood.
There they are, Mr. Rogers. They're in their new home now.
Oh, there's so many different kind, Mr. McFeely. We were just saying. Now the catfish are there. There's some more.
Now, you see those two white ones, Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Well, they're called kissing gouramis, Mr. Rogers.
Kissing gourami.
Right.
Do they kiss?
Occasionally, Mr. Rogers, just occasionally.
Oh, look.
Now, oh, that one, Mr. Rogers. Do you know the name of that one?
What?
That's the tetra, Mr. Rogers. The
This one?
striped tetra. Right. And there they are.
Hello, striped tetra. There
Let's
are
see
two
what
of
else we
them.
can find here, Mr. Rogers. Oh, you see these down here, Mr. Rogers? The ones that have wings?
Yes.
Can you tell me the names of those?
I think they're the angelfish, aren't
Right, Mr. Rogers, the angelfish. They're a very common tropical fish, Mr. Rogers. A lot of people have those in the aquarium, but they usually have striped angelfish. But in this tank, Mr. Rogers, we have black ones.
they? I
You
think
see?
they're beautiful.
Aren't they beautiful? Now, who else can we find here, Mr. Rogers?
Way up there, there's some fish that have great big bellies, it looks like.
Oh, the
Can you
long
see?
tail, is that what you mean?
These right here. See them going by?
Oh, yes. That is called a hatchet fish. You see?
Hatchet fish.
A hatchet fish, right. They're shaped somewhat like a hatchet.
Uh-huh. Hello there, hatchetfish.
Oh, and this one way back here, Mr. Rogers, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe we can,
What's that black one going by there?
can you see this one coming at the top of the tank, Mr.
Right
Rogers?
here. See that, Mr. McFeely?
Oh, yes. That's called a black molly, Mr. Rogers.
Hello, Black Molly.
And there's an orange molly right there. There's, oh, Mr. Rogers, at the top. Quick. You see up here, Mr. Rogers?
Yep, I do.
There's zebrafish up at the top. They stripes like zebras, Mr. Rogers. Oh, they're my favorite fish, Mr. Rogers. Zebrafish. I like those, Mr. Rogers.
You like the zebra
Yeah.
ones? Should we give them something to eat? I gave the other ones some, but what about the new ones?
Oh, yes, maybe the catfish would like some food. I didn't feed them before I left the pet store, Mr. Rogers. Now, not too much, Mr. Rogers.
Just a pinch.
Just a pinch, right? We don't want to overfeed them. We want to keep a healthy tank, Mr. Rogers. The way we keep a healthy tank is not to feed the fish too much, just once a day.
I see.
All
What
right.
about all these plants? I
Well-
like them, Mr. McFeely.
Well, I do too, Mr. Rogers. And the plants help the fish feel at home. You know, the fish come from the ocean, some of the oceans and some of the clear water streams around in South America. And they have plants in the streams down there, Mr. Rogers, and so we make the fish feel at home. We put plants in the aquariums too, Mr.
I
Rogers.
see. Well, they certainly are nice. You've gotten quite a few.
Oh, there are various
Lovely
plants here.
plants.
Oh, these tall plants, Mr. Rogers, you see the back of the tank here?
Mhm.
They're called Val. V-A-L, Val plants.
Val. Well, hello there, Val plant.
Oh, and see the bubbles coming up here, Mr. Rogers, in the back of the tank? You see those?
Yes, it is.
Well, that gives the fish some air, you see, and it also helps to clean the tank. You see, the water keeps rotating and rotating and around and around and around.
Around and
And
around.
it cleans the water. It makes a healthy tank, Mr. Rogers. Oh, you know something, Mr. Rogers? I see a little spot down here that doesn't have a plant. You know what I think I'll do for you is run down to the pet shop and get one more plant and pop it right in there, Mr. Rogers. I'll just pop it right in there. All right, Mr. Rogers?
Well, certainly. We'd be glad to have another
I'll just
plant.
run out the front door and we'll take a bit of a minute, Mr. Rogers. I'll be back shortly. And I'll,
Mr. McFeely?
Before he closes, I better get down there and buy one more plant, Mr. Rogers. Don't go away. I hope you enjoy your... Hold on. Rogers.
Well, I won't go away, Mr. McFeely.
Alrighty.
In fact, we might visit make-believe while you're gone.
Oh, you do that, Mr. Rogers. I'll be right back, Dome. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Oh, goodbye, Mr. McFeely. Oh, Mr. McFeely's a great man. Always in a hurry, isn't he? Let's us look at make-believe right now. There's Daniel's clock. And the fountain. And the museum go round. And there's X's tree. And Henrietta's house. Everything looks fine in make-believe today, doesn't it? And there's the factory. Oh dear, I wonder about the tents. Are the tents still up in the castle? They certainly are. Oh, I'd almost forgotten about that. Hi, Trolley. Hi, Trolley. How are you? Well, we were having such a good time with fish, Mr. McFeely had brought us some, that we just completely forgot about the tents in the castle garden. They're still there, aren't they? Oh, boy. Well, take us in, will you, and we'll see what goes on in make-believe now.
Somebody knocking on my knocker?
Daniel.
Oh, Lady Aberlin, how are you?
Oh, I'm worried, Daniel.
What's wrong?
It's Lady Elaine. She just won't take down those tents, and I just know that Uncle Friday's going to be coming back soon, and
I know.
he'll get upset.
I know. I tried to talk with her last evening, and she just won't listen.
She just doesn't want to, that's it.
She's sort of like that song Mr. Rogers sings, Sometimes People Are Good.
I know. And the very same people who are good sometimes are the very same people who are bad sometimes.
Yeah. It's funny, but it's true. It's the same, isn't it, for me? And
sometimes people put up tents, and they will not take them down.
I know, but the very same people who put up tents sometimes are the very same people who take them down sometimes.
I hope that is true.
It's the same, isn't it, for me? Isn't it the same for you?
Ugga-mugga, Daniel Tiger.
Ugga-mugga?
Why, you have a little bit of clock dust on your whisker.
Oh, I was dusting this morning.
Oh, were you?
Clock's going very well these days.
Oh, grand.
Yeah.
It looks marvelous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Daniel, I'm going to do something. I don't know what, but I'm going to try and make her take those down today.
Well, all I can say is good luck, Lady Aberlin.
I'll need it, Daniel. Thanks.
I'll be thinking of you.
Thanks a lot, Ugga-mugga. Sometimes people make you angry, and you wish they'd go away. But the very same people who make you angry sometimes are the very same people whom you like sometimes. It's funny, but it's true. It's the same, isn't it, for me? Isn't it the same for you? Hi, X.
Oh, hi there. How are you, Lady Aberlin?
I'm fine. What are you doing?
I'm airing.
What?
I'm airing. Some people go fishing. I go airing.
Oh, well, but what do you catch?
I catch air. And every time I go airing, I catch some.
Oh, well, is that something Ben Franklin did when he was experimenting?
I don't know, but it sure is fun. Look, I've caught some already.
Great. I guess you can do that in any weather, can't you?
Oh, yeah. It's even more fun when the wind is blowing. Would you pretend you're the wind?
Oh, surely.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, great.
You caught any yet?
Oh, sure. Oh, that's a lot of wind I'm catching.
Oh, that's just grand.
You know what air is?
What is it?
Oh, I mean, wind is just air moving.
Oh, well, yes, it is. It's sort of more air.
Yeah, more. Nice.
Oh, that's just wonderful.
Have you ever been airing?
Never have.
Would you like to try?
Sure, I'd be glad to.
Here, you can take my pole and just air for a little bit.
Thank you. You just hold it like this.
That's right.
Okay, what do I do?
Now you just try to catch some air. Hold it up a little bit. That's it. Now catch it, and then pull it up.
I caught some.
See, you got some air right there.
I got some. I'm going to try again. Well,
Okay.
I'll put that bit of air back.
Yeah,
Now, catch another one.
yeah.
I think I'll catch some air over by the tree.
Okay. Hey, you are really good at it.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Oh, I caught a flower, X.
Yeah, well, that sometimes happens. Especially because my hook is so large. But when you catch a flower, Lady Eberlin, you are flowering. You're not airing. And you're supposed to catch air when you go airing.
I see.
Uh-huh. You like
X,
it, huh? Yeah?
What do you suppose would happen if someone went tenting? What would you catch?
Tents, I guess. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Lady Eberlin?
I don't know, X. What are you thinking?
If you go tenting with my airing pole, would you plan to get your tents at a certain castle nearby?
That's it. X, do you think it might work?
Oh, you could try, Lady Eberlin, but I know another lady who wouldn't like it.
So do I, X. But I'm thinking of a certain king who's going to be very unhappy with the way things are there now.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a pull and see what happens. May I borrow your pole?
Yeah, you sure may, but please be careful.
I will, X. And I'll return it to you as soon as I'm finished with it.
Okay, you're really brave, I'll tell you. See you
Bye.
later.
Thanks, X.
Hello there. How are you, Lady Evelyn?
Hi there, Corny. I'm just fine, thank you. I'm a little bit worried.
Oh, you are? What's wrong?
Well, I'm about to go tenting.
Oh, tenting. It's always nice to rent a tent and have a good time as a camper.
Yes, and speaking of tents, Corny,
Yes.
have you seen Lady Elaine?
Oh, no, I haven't seen her all day.
Good.
Oh, good?
Well, yes, good.
Yeah, well, have a good time, whatever you're planning to
Oh,
do.
thanks a lot, Corny.
Back to my work. See you
Back to your
later.
work. See you later.
What are you doing, girl?
I was just tenting, Lady Elaine.
That's what you may call it, dear.
What do you call it, Lady Elaine?
I call it stealing.
Oh, Lady Elaine, I was just trying to help you.
I don't need that kind of help. All I need is more people to rent my tents.
But, Lady Elaine, Uncle Friday's sure to be coming back very soon.
Do you think he'd like to rent one of my tents?
I certainly do not, Lady Elaine. He'll throw you out so fast, and he might even set up another fight. You remember what happened that last time when you changed everything around before? It was terrible.
Oh, I just loved it. I love all excitement. I love noise. I just love it all. Sometimes people love mischief, and they feel like doing it a lot. Ooh. But the very same people who love mischief sometimes are the very same people who are afraid of mischief sometimes.
Well, your neighbors don't love it, Lady Elaine.
Too bad, too bad, too bad. Ooh. Now take your tenting pole and go away. 'cause I'm going to stay here and make mischief.
Oh, Lady Elaine, sometimes you really make me angry.
Too bad, too bad. Take your silly pole and go, go, go.
Sometimes people like mischief.
To fix this tea
Feel
table.
like doing it a lot.
To hoot trolley. Oh, sweet.
Sometimes the people that you like the best are the ones that you can get angriest with. Yeah. I wonder if Lady Elaine isn't a little bit scared at making all that mischief. I know that when I was a boy, and I made mischief, it was really scary. Yeah. Everybody's trying to help Lady Elaine. Yesterday they tried to scare her away. Today, a hook trying to take the tents out. Wonder how it'll all be resolved. Well, it's something the fish don't have to worry about. Aren't they pretty? They surely are. Somebody at the back door. Well, maybe it's Mr. McFeely with the plant.
Oh, here I am again, Mr. Rogers. Here I am, and here's your plant.
Oh, thanks, Mr.
Last
McFeely.
addition to your tank, Mr. Rogers. The last edition. Here we go now. I'll just get the plant out here.
You have to pull up your sleeve to put it
Oh,
down.
maybe I better, Mr. Rogers. Should get my jacket wet. Oh, my wristwatch here. I'll pull that up also, Mr. Rogers. There we go. Now, out of the little bag, we get a little underwater pine, Mr. Rogers. That's what that's called, you see?
Oh, it's a beautiful plant. Underwater pine.
Right, Mr. Rogers. Now,
Looks like there's another one in there, isn't
oh, yes. What I'm going to do, Mr.
there?
Rogers,
That one back there looks just like this one.
you know what, Mr. Rogers? I'll put that right beside it, all righty? Now, right here, this is a planting tong. You see, Mr. Rogers? I'll put it on and we'll just push it down to the gravel, all
Oh,
righty?
so you don't have to put your whole arm in.
Not
I
too
see.
far. So let me see if I can do this properly. Push it right down in there. Is it going in there, Mr. Rogers?
Surely is.
There we go. And I'll put
You're
this
very
stick
adept
in.
at that, Mr. McFeely.
There we go. There we go. Small pine.
Welcome, small pine, to this neighborhood of fish.
A new pine and 2 new catfish for your tank, Mr. Rogers.
Yes, sir, thanks.
There we go.
Here are the catfish sleeping.
There we are.
Boy. Mr. McFeely, you know so much about aquaria.
Well, I've been studying a lot about it, Mr. Rogers. I go home and I read my books on fish, Mr. Rogers, and I watch my tank in the evening, Mr. Rogers, because I like to see the zebrafish dart back and forth. They just dart this way and that way, Mr. Rogers, and the angelfish, they glide so gracefully, very gracefully. And after a busy day, Mr. Rogers, I just relax in my easy chair and watch my fish, Mr. Rogers, and I enjoy it. That's how I relax, Mr. Rogers.
I can't imagine it. Well, I'm glad you have something to relax by, Mr.
Oh, well,
McFeely.
thank you, Mr. Rogers. Oh,
Thank
well,
you very
you.
much.
Here we go. Oh, good day, Mr. Rogers.
Thanks
I
again,
enjoyed
Mr.
it.
McFeely.
Good day. You're
Bye.
welcome.
Mr. McFeely, well, I'm glad that he has something to relax by at night, because he goes so much all day long. Yeah. Why don't you pretend you're a fish and swim just as you sit there? Yep. Good fish. Sure you are. Did you enjoy seeing them? Pretty, aren't they? Never had a tank like that before. I've seen them in pet stores. But Mr. McFeely wanted me to see it and to have it right in the kitchen. Well, it's almost time to go. Who could that be?
Oh, excuse me again, Mr. Rogers. I forgot my fish food. I brought mine over as well as yours, so I'll just go get it, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, please
Alrighty?
do.
I'll just
Yeah.
rush right in here. Thank you.
He's got to have his fish food for his own fish tonight.
Here we go, Mr. Rogers. Oh, I have to feed my own fish tonight, Mr. Rogers.
I'm going off right away, Mr. McFeely, myself. Could I walk down the street with you?
Certainly be glad to, Mr. Rogers.
Good. Maybe you'd sing that song that I usually sing before we go away.
Well, I'll try my best, Mr. Rogers. I'll try my best.
You know the tomorrow song?
Oh, yes, the tomorrow song.
Good. You sing too, will you? With all of us.
Tomorrow,
We'll start the day tomorrow with a song or two.
1, 2.
Good.
Tomorrow,
We'll start the day tomorrow with a smile.
4, you.
Thank you, Mr. McFeely. Till then, I hope you're feeling
Happy.
good. Till then, I hope your day is
Snappy.
right. Tomorrow, it soon will be tomorrow and be our day. We will say a very happy tomorrow to you. You surely make it a special day, Mr. McFeely.
Come right along, Mr. Rogers.
So do you, a very special day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Production funds for this series were provided by a grant from the Sears Roebuck Foundation and a children's program fund established by NET affiliated stations.
This is NET, the National Educational Television Network.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hi. I'm so glad to see you. Can you guess what that was that I was bringing in the door? It's a game. It's a game that we're going to play as soon as we finish feeding the fish. You're supposed to feed the fish about the same time every day. We fed them this time yesterday, and we'll feed them now today. Okay? Hi, fish. Did you have a good night? Well, it's time for your food now. Not too much. Mr. McFeely says not too much. Yep, we take care of our pets. You just jump in there to get the food. Have a good day, fish. We're going to play a game. Right here. It's called a same game. Is it the same or is it not the same game? I want you to tell me if what I'm showing you is the same as the other thing I'm showing you. Like those two. Are they the same? Well, one looks like a ball, and the other one looks like a ball too, doesn't it? If the ball were bouncing, how would it go? There's a bouncing ball. There's another bouncing ball. Sure, okay. Those were the same, weren't they? Are those the same? Now watch. Is that the same as that? That's a square and that's a circle. Okay. Now, is that the same as that? All right. Is that the same as that? One's different, isn't it? But I can make it the same that way. Okay. Now what about that one and that one? No. That one and that one? All right. What about those two? Same? Good. And what about those two? The same. A same game. You don't have to use just shapes. These are just shapes. You can use pictures. Are they the same? The trolley. This one's the trolley, and this is a picture of the trolley. Both the same. All right. Are these the same? King Friday's castle here. King Friday's castle here. Okay, now, are these the same? King Friday's castle and the factory. All right, now what about these two? Two factories right together. All right. What about the museum? Are they the same? One museum, another museum. These are pictures from the neighborhood of make-believe, aren't they? Are these the same? X's tree and Henrietta's house? They are the same. Okay, now watch out. Are these the same? One is Daniel's clock, and the other is X's tree and Henrietta's house. But we'll make two like this, and they will be the same. Both Daniel's striped tiger's clock. Well, that's the same game. You don't need to use pictures. No, you could just reach beside you and just pick up something that's nearby, and pick something else up, and hold them up and say, are these the same? Like this. Are those the same? One's a pillow, and one's a teddy bear. They're both soft. Sometimes you like to hold them, don't you? Sometimes you feel like holding your pillow all night long. Sometimes you hug your teddy bear tightly. He's old, but he's still strong. And sometimes you want to cuddle up closely with your own mom and dad. At night, you even need the light sometimes, but that's not bad. Please don't think it's funny when you want an extra kiss. There are lots and lots of people who sometimes feel like this. Please don't think it's funny when you want the ones you miss. There are lots and lots of people who sometimes feel like this. It's great to know you're growing up bigger every day. But somehow things you like to remember are sometimes put away. And sometimes you wonder over and over if you should stay inside when you enjoy a younger toy. You never need to hide. In the long, long trip of growing, there are stops along the way for thoughts of all the soft things and a look at yesterday, for a chance to fill our feelings with comfort and with ease, and then tell the new tomorrow, you can come now when you please. So please don't think it's funny when you want an extra kiss. There are lots and lots of people who sometimes feel like this. Please don't think it's funny when you want the ones you miss. There are lots and lots of people who sometimes feel like this. And sometimes the soft things help at those times, don't they?
Rogers! Rogers! Good day, Mr. Rogers!
Do you hear Mr. McFeely? Yes, Miss.
You home?
Yes, Mr. McFeely, come on in.
Oh, no, it's a surprise for you, Mr. Rogers. Surprise, surprise.
What a big surprise.
I tell you something, there's two little piglets, Mr. Rogers, two little piglets.
Oh, they're the same. Two pigs. We were just talking about a same game.
Why, they certainly are the same, aren't they, Mr. Rogers? Oh, her name is Roz, and his name is Howie.
Roz and Howie.
Howie, right.
Hello, Roz. Oh, they nice pigs.
My farmer friend let me bring them down to show them to you, Mr. Rogers, and I thought you'd like to help me feed them, all righty?
Oh, I'd be glad to.
First of all, we're going to do, I have in here ground up corn, and there's some oats in there. It's all ground up so they can digest it, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, that's
What we'll do, I'll put it in this little tray right here, Mr. Rogers, all righty?
Yeah.
Here we go
Right
now.
in here.
Put it in there. There you go, Roz, Howie.
Roz and Howie like some
Now
food.
I'll bring some water up here, Mr. Rogers. I'll mix it up with the water.
Is that what they like?
Now this will make it a little easier for them to eat. There you go. There we are.
Oh, they must be hungry, Mr.
Oh, I think they are. They haven't eaten for a long while today.
They have it all over their snoots. Eating just like pigs.
Right, Mr. Rogers. Well, that's what they are.
Of course they are. I like it when you bring by animals, Mr. McFeely.
Oh, I like it too, Mr. Rogers. I like animals.
I know, and you like fish, too.
Oh, I certainly do. Oh, how are your fish coming along, Mr. Rogers?
Very well.
Are you just feeding them once a day?
Once a day.
Oh, that's good, Mr. Rogers. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
Just what you told me to do.
Oh, I'm glad. I had a little bit of time today, Mr. Rogers, so I thought I'd stop over with these animals. I have some more surprises coming up for you, Mr. Rogers. A lot of surprises. I'll bring more around to you, already?
Oh, I'm glad, Mr. McFeely.
But I won't tell you. That's what a surprise is, right?
That's right.
Alrighty.
It's not a scary surprise.
Oh, not a scary surprise. Not a scary. No, don't worry, Mr. Rogers.
I like to know whether it's a good surprise or a scary surprise.
My surprises are always good surprises, Mr. Rogers.
For you, Mr. McFeely. Is it all right if I pat the pig?
Oh, go right ahead.
Hey there, Howie. They're very soft, you know that? I didn't expect them to be so soft.
No, they're only 8 weeks old, Mr. Rogers.
My goodness, they're big for that.
They certainly are, and their parents are very tall. Their parents are about that tall, Mr. Rogers.
That tall?
Mm-hmm.
And how much do they weigh?
Oh, about 500 pounds, Mr. Rogers. Very heavy pig.
Must be. Well, you can see they just eat and eat and eat. Look at that one just going to town. Close together, too. Do you suppose they'd like to see into the neighborhood of make-believe?
I think they would, Mr. Rogers.
Would you?
I certainly would.
Well, since we played that same game, maybe you could make the same kind of pretend telescope that I do.
Alrighty. Now, how do
Why
we
don't you do it, too? That's right. Hold your fingers up like
Just
that.
like that, Mr. Rogers?
And then
Alright.
pull it out.
Pull it
And look
right
right. Why, that looks like somebody with a crystal ball.
Margie, Nebraska, is that you?
Yes. Who is trying to contact me?
I'm X the Owl. I'm over here at the tree.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was someone speaking from the land of the crystal ball.
No, ma'am. I'm someone speaking from the land with the tree.
How are you, Mr. Owl?
Oh, I'm pretty good.
Just pretty good.
Yeah, we've got some troubles around here, Margie, Nebraska. Say, can you really talk with people through that crystal ball of yours?
Well, sometimes, when you can pretend real hard.
Oh, pretend. I thought it was something real.
Do you need to talk with somebody, X?
Yeah, I do. I'd like to find out when King Friday's coming back.
Do you miss him?
Sure, I mean, we all miss him. He's been away for, well, more than a whole week.
Well, he's coming back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? That soon?
But I thought you missed him.
Well, we do, but I'm not sure that his castle will be ready by tomorrow.
Well, that's why I'm here today.
To get his castle ready?
To see that everything's in order.
Oh, boy. Henrietta Pussycat, we've got to tell you something, Margie, Nebraska.
What's wrong here, X? I've never heard you talk like this.
Meow, meow, calling, meow.
Yeah, Henrietta, you remember Margie, Nebraska?
Meow, 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 Ask King Friday, meow, meow, Sarah Saturday, meow.
Hello, Henrietta.
Meow, Margie, Nebraska.
Now, what seems to be the trouble around here?
We've got to tell her about the castle garden, Henrietta.
Meow, terrible, meow. Meow, meow, Lady Elaine, meow, meow, tents, meow, 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 meow.
Just a minute. You say Lady Elaine put tents in King Friday's garden and made a campsite out of it?
That's right, and we all thought it was just for the opera. But she won't take them down, and the garden looks awful. And if King Friday's coming back tomorrow...
Meow, morrow?
That's right, Henrietta.
And Margie, Nebraska is here to see that the castle is ready for him to come back.
Meow, 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 good luck, Margie, meow.
Tell me, is Lady Elaine over at the castle garden now?
Oh, she's there almost all the time, it seems.
Does she have any campers right now?
I'm not sure. Do you know, Henrietta?
Meow, meow, not sure, meow, meow, meow.
Just not sure.
Just have to see what I can do.
Meow, meow, need any help? Meow, call me.
Oh, that's very sweet, Henrietta. Thank you, dear. I will.
Well, we've tried so many things, Margie. I mean, we've tried scaring her away, and we've tried hooking her tents, and none of that has worked.
Well, I'll try something different.
You mean you could?
Well, tell me, isn't Lady Elaine interested in bird watching?
Yes, she is, and that's part of the trouble. She thinks that the castle garden's just about the best bird watching spot in the whole neighborhood.
That's an idea. Oh, thank you, dear friends. I'll report on my progress.
Well, good luck to you.
Meow, 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 good luck, meow.
Thanks again.
Yeah, please do tell us.
Oh, bye. Troll, you can go right in the wall.
Birdie, birdies, where are you, birdies? Pretty, pretty birdies. Oh,
Seeing anything interesting?
I'm seeing something very large right now.
May I help you?
Oh, it's you. Oh, hello, dear. Wonderful birds around these parts. Are you a bird watcher, too?
Oh, yes, Lady Elaine. I've been bird watching for years.
Oh, you have? Well, where are your binoculars?
Well, I use a crystal ball sometimes.
A crystal ball for bird watching?
Yes. Would you like to try?
Well, I never heard of such a thing. Sure, I'd like to try. I don't see anything in it.
Well, I guess there are no very rare birds around here.
What do you mean?
I mean simply that this crystal ball shows only very rare birds.
You mean to tell me that there are better places for bird watching than here?
Oh, my, yes. Why, I saw an evening grosbeak over at someplace else only yesterday.
You mean a Vespertina?
Why, Lady Elaine.
I've always wanted to see one of them. Could you take me now?
Well, I'd like to, but I do have to see that the castle is in order for the king. You see, he's coming back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow? Oh. What do you think of my castle campsite here?
I think it's an excellent idea for someone who's really serious about bird watching.
Yes?
But someplace else would be so much better. So many more birds to see.
Oh. Well, do you think that I could set up all these lovely tents there?
There's lots of land there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There's a place by a windmill. The windmill has a big window.
Big window? That must be Don Quixote's place.
Excellent spot.
It is? Well, let's just go then.
Well, let's take your things down first.
You mean you'll help me move?
Of course I'll help you. One bird watcher helping another.
Oh, but how could we take all of these things?
I'll call my balloon.
Your balloon?
Balloon.
Balloon. Balloon. Balloon. Oh, there it is. You are a magical lady.
Please help me, Elaine.
Oh, certainly.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, they come down now. Look at that coming down. Oh. Do you mean you just use it any time you want? Just call your balloon and down it'll come?
only for special crises.
I see.
Would you like to help me take down this tent?
Yes, certainly. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I want to watch it go up. Is it taking them right over to someplace else?
Immediately, Lady Elaine. We don't want to miss the evening grosbeak.
Oh, how wonderful. Oh, let me call it the next time to take this one down, all right?
Yes, of course. Here, dear.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's superb. A balloon. Balloon. Oh, it works. Oh, it is a pleasure to do business with you, dear.
It will only take us a moment.
It's grand.
Hello, girls.
Hello, X.
How's everything here in the garden?
You're just in time to help us take the tents down.
Take the tents down.
Yes.
Yes, we found a much better place for bird watching. I mean, Margie, Nebraska just told me that someplace else has much rarer birds.
She
Yes.
did.
But we must hurry, X, because...
Yeah, well, I'll certainly help you, too.
Thank you.
A great idea, Lady Elaine. Great idea. You want to put this in the basket?
Oh, I just love it.
We'll have a relay.
Hey, how did you do it?
Oh, well, it's just been the loveliest time. Imagine an evening grosbeak, a vespertina. Go on up, balloon, and come back for some more, dear. Go
You
on
know,
up.
it might still be there from yesterday, Lady Elaine, if we hurry. Do you want to get that tent down there,
Oh,
dear?
certainly I will.
And I'll work on this one here. And X, you can help me fold them.
Oh, boy, thanks. Oh, King Friday's coming back tomorrow.
Right.
And they'll have that all cleared out by tomorrow.
I am so glad.
Oh, the pigs have all their dinner cleared out, it looks
They're
like.
all done, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, the one just doesn't want the other one to take his part, does he? Oh, there she comes. I think the best thing to do would be to have 2 pans for them, don't you?
Next time, Mr. Rogers, and I bring animals, I'll have 1 pan for each one, all righty?
I think it's a good idea, especially for pigs.
Right. You know, in the farmyard, Mr. Rogers, they usually have long troughs that you see?
All along the way, and then there's plenty of room.
Plenty of room, but today we didn't have much room.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't bring the long trough today, Mr. Rogers.
I see. Well, the big one seems to be the one that's the most hungry.
Because he's a bigger animal, maybe. Do you think?
Sure.
This one.
I wonder if they'll just lick it right up to the very end.
Well, I'll stay here till the very end and watch them, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go in and fix up my things inside, and then I'll come back out, and we can walk on off together.
All righty, fine, Mr. Rogers. Don't you worry about the pigs, Mr. Rogers. I'll take care of them.
Thanks, Mr. McFeely, and thanks for bringing them by.
Why, you're quite welcome, Mr. Rogers, and good day to you.
Good day to you, Mr. McFeely. Let's go inside, okay? Mr. McFeely has so many things that he does and helps people with. I have a picture that you might remember. That's a picture of someplace else. That's where Don Quixote lives. Do you think he'd like to have a campsite near there, near someplace else? He's always looking for visitors. He always says, I wish people would come and be here in someplace else. Now, what does that look like? A tent. Sure. And another tent. So there'll be a lot of tents at someplace else. Just one other time I want to ask you one more. Are these the same? Are these the same? Are these the same? Are these the same? Good. Now that's a good game to play. And you can do that with anybody who's in your family. Sure. Just find anything around the house, even draw pictures. You could draw some pictures of a circle and other pictures of a square and hold them up and show your family those things, okay? And what are some other pictures you could... If you could draw a man and another one of a lady and another one of a little girl and another one of a little boy, and then hold them up and say, are they the same? Well, of course, they're not exactly the same. Not any person is the same as any other person. Each person is different. Isn't it wonderful? You're different from everybody else in the world. That's why you're so special. Yeah, that's why I say to you, you know, when I say goodbye and go off to work each day, that you make each day such a special day. Just by being you. Because there's only one person like you. You're special. And it's about time for me to do just that now. But we'll be back tomorrow for a very special day itself. Because King Friday will be coming home tomorrow. We'll start the day tomorrow with a song or two. 1, 2. Wait a minute. Are they the same? No. With a smile for you. Till then, I hope you're feeling happy. Till then, I hope your day is snappy. Tomorrow, it soon will be tomorrow and be our day. We will say a very happy tomorrow to you. You do make it special for me. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Production funds for this series were provided by a grant from the Sears Roebuck Foundation and a children's program fund established by NET affiliated stations.
This is NET, the National Educational Television Network.
A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? A suitcase, but I'm not going away. No, just brought the suitcase to show you. It's called a suitcase because it's a case for suits. But very often people don't put suits in them. No. How are you today? Good. Do you have any suitcases at your house? Well, this one has some other things in it that I'd like you to see. I just packed it up to show what I might put in one if I were going to go, for a night or a day, a little bit away. A book. I'd probably take a book with me, because I do like to read, and this is a particularly good one. Here's a bathrobe. It's a robe that you sometimes wear to the bath. So, it's a bathrobe. I think I'll try it on. Short sleeve, long sleeve. There. There's the belt. One end of the belt, say, how do you do to the other end? Yep. Oh, and here's something. Maybe you've seen this before. But this is a vest with some people that you know in make-believe right on it. On this side is King Friday the 13th in his castle. Wonder if he's going to be back today in the neighborhood. Down here is Henrietta Pussycat in her house. Down here is Lady Elaine Fairchild. And over there is the trolley that goes along that track. And then over on this side is Daniel Tiger and his clock. And way over here, you see X in his tree? Look at that. X, the owl in his tree. And over here, Grand-Père in the Eiffel Tower. Grand-Père would say, bonjour. Bonjour, that means hello. Okay? Now here's a shirt. A shirt could sometimes use a tie with it. A long tie or a bow tie. Here's an undershirt. It's called an undershirt because this shirt goes under this one. Undershirt. Underpants. These pants go under these pants. So they're called underpants. Oh, now here are two different kinds of sweaters. And I'd like you to tell me what's different about them. Take a look at this one. Okay. Now take a look at this one. What do you see different about them? Yep, this one has long sleeves, and this one doesn't have any sleeves. Okay? Now this is something for rain or a swimming place. Swimming trunks. Here. Can you guess what might be in here? It has its own zipper, its own case, and right in here are slippers. Yep. Walk right up to you. Traveling slippers they are. For their own case. Bet you could tell me what these are, can't you? Right. Absolutely. Could you guess what this might be? Could you? Well, it's a toothbrush with its own toothpaste. Yep. Right in its own case. Toothpaste, toothbrush. See, it folds up. Whoop. Down it goes. There it is. Toothbrush, toothpaste. There you are. So, a little roll of candy too, in case I were going away. Brush. Comb. And some plain pieces of board. Cardboard. Sound like water? What do you think of when it's raining? Are you ever able to say it's raining in a different language? Do you have any friends who talk a different language from what you talk? Well, in France you'd say il pleut when it's raining. And in Spain you'd say something different. And in Germany you'd say something different. Let's just sing the song that says those different ways for it's raining. I'm going to France in the morning. I'm going by plane in the morning. I hope it will rain, 'cause I know how to say il pleut. It's raining, il pleut. Let's see now, Spain. I'm going to Spain in the morning. I'm going by plane in the morning. I hope it will rain, 'cause I know how to say esta lluvia. It's raining. Esta lluvia. Raining. I'm going to Germany in the morning. I'm going by plane in the morning. I hope it will rain, 'cause I know how to say es regnet. It's raining. Es regnet. Es regnet. Yeah. I'm going to Italy in the morning. I'm going by plane in the morning. I hope it will rain, 'cause I know how to say piove. It's raining. Piove. Now let's go far away. Let's go to Taiwan. I'm going to Taiwan in the morning. I'm going by plane in the morning. I hope it will rain, 'cause I know how to say Shenza Shau. Shenza Shau. This much means now, and this much means raining. Now raining. Let's make now raining with our fingers. Okay. Now raining. Now raining. Somebody's making something else with their fingers at the door. Anybody we know? Hi, Miss Emily. Come in.
My goodness, you look gaudy.
Oh, I've just been trying some different things on from my suitcase.
You certainly have a fantastic-looking costume, I must say. That's a wonderful-looking waistcoat. Let's look at it.
Well, some of your friends in make-believe.
Oh, yes, Compere and his Eiffel Tower, and darling little Daniel.
See the king?
The king, of course, and Henrietta, and Lady Elaine on the trolley. Oh, that's a wonderful vest.
Grand-père would say il pleut, for it's
He
raining.
would indeed. And I would, having lived in Italy, would say Piove.
Piove, right.
But together, my dear, with that yellow-looking bathrobe, it needs something in the way of aesthetic taste. You know, I found a poem about rain.
Oh, well, that's what we've been talking about.
Well, you see, there it is. We've often said that we were on the same wavelength, hadn't we? It takes long and intimate friendship to think of the same things at the same time,
Really
doesn't
does.
it?
Tell me about rain in a poem.
Well, it's called rain, strangely enough. We have to have the rain, you know, because it helps all things to grow. To all of us, it's very plain. We simply have to have the rain. But if we've planned a picnic day, I'm sure that none of us will say, we have to have the rain, you know, because it helps all things to grow. We'd rather have a sunny day when we can run about and play. But sometimes when there's rain about, and Mother says we can't go out, the rain's a funny thing, you know. You watch a raindrop, gentle, slow, come gliding down the window pane, and wonder, time and time again, where do they go, these little drops? Down, down they glide, till each one plops onto the sill, and then is gone. But many wonder, I for one, where do they go? Someday I'll know, and then I'll come and tell you so.
Well, I hope you will, because I've seen them come down the window pane and plop off, as you say.
And wonder where do they go, because they have to go somewhere.
Sure they do. But they go into the rivers, and then they evaporate and go up into the sky and come down as rain again.
That must be a long journey.
You can be sure it is. There are a lot of people who are afraid of the rain, Miss Emily, but I know somebody who just loves it.
Oh, who's that?
X the owl.
Oh, really?
Yes, he comes out of his tree and spreads his wings and goes back like this and just lets it give him a shower.
Well, do you think he'd like to hear this poem?
Oh, I know he would. Would you take it to him?
I'd love to.
Oh, good.
By the way, has the king come back?
I'm not sure.
Well, I'll pop over to that neighborhood and have a look.
Yeah, do.
Yes, I will. And
I
see
hope
what
they've cleaned up the place if the king's due back.
Well, I'm glad to have seen your extraordinary costume.
Well, I'll clean myself up a little bit.
Goodbye.
Bye, Miss Emily. Thank you. The lady of poetry in our neighborhood, Miss Emily. Yep. Let's take a look and see at the neighborhood of make-believe. There's Daniel's clock. And there's the museum go-round. There's X's tree. Miss Emily's coming to see you, X. Wonder if he's there. Henrietta's house. And there's the factory. Here's the trolley. I thought it must be time for our trolley. Uh-oh. There's a tent. Still in the castle garden. Uh-oh, trolley. Come on in. Trolley, I see one tent left in the castle garden. What's that all about? Yes, we will have to find out. All right, let's go in and see for ourselves to the neighborhood of make-believe. Those other tents over to someplace else.
Oh, you're a great help, dear. I just don't know what I'd do without you.
Well, what about this last tent, Lady Elaine?
Oh, I sort of hate to take it down.
Well, you know King Friday's coming back any moment now.
I know, and he probably won't bring us anything.
Well, last time he came back from a trip, he brought us pictures of himself.
That's what I mean, dear.
Didn't you want a picture of King Friday?
Oh, well, I already have about 20 million.
Yeah, he does like to give us pictures of himself, doesn't he?
He just likes himself, that's all.
Well, he won't like us if he sees anything left around here.
All right, let's take this last one down. Oh, it sure has been fun, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'll just take it over to someplace else for you, okay?
Okay, thanks, and I'll take care of the rest. I think there's probably just a little sign or something.
Okay, Lady Elaine.
Thanks again, dear.
If the king gives you a picture, what are you going to do with it?
Well, I'll just give it to you for helping me.
Okay, goodbye, Lady Elaine.
Goodbye, dear.
Well, Lady Elaine,
Oh.
how are you?
Hello, Miss Emily. How are you, dear?
I'm fine, bless my soul. How are you?
Oh, grand. How's poetry these days?
Oh, it's flourishing, it's flourishing. I have one that I just read to Mr. Rogers, and he thought X would like it because it's about rain. You know how X likes rain.
Oh, he sure does. He likes to take showers in it.
Sure he does.
He was by here a little bit ago. In fact, he just left.
Oh, well, I'll go and have a look for him.
Yeah, he's probably over at his tree.
Yes, I'll go and have a look for him there.
Well, before you go, could you help me place this sign, dear?
Now, just where do you want this?
I think it would do best right up there.
Are you quite sure the king would like to have it up there?
Right
on his balcony? Are you sure?
Hobby horse rider. Well, I think so. It's just sort of a little welcome home
I
present
can't
for
really
you.
see the king as a hobby horse rider, you know. Not really.
You're just full of poetry, dear. I'll love you forever.
You're full of mischief, Lady Elaine, but I love you too.
Well, toot-toot.
Toot-toot to you.
Oh, have a good time with X.
Thank you, darling, I will.
Oh, toot-toot. She's a dear. Oh, it does look good up there. Take another look. Woo! Hobby horse rider, woo!
Hello, Miss Emily.
Oh, hi, Connie. How are you? This is a special day, you know.
Sure is. Sure is.
Who's that? Oh, Miss Emily, how in the world are you?
I'm fine. How are you, sweetie?
Oh, boy, am I ever been busy.
Have you? What have you been doing?
Oh, I've been helping Lady Elaine move the tents from the castle over to someplace else.
Why, that really must have been a job. They're heavy, those tents, aren't they?
Oh, sure, but we just had to get them out of there. You know, King Friday's due in any time now.
Yes, I know, and he might have taken a fairly dim view of it. Well, you know, I was talking to Mr. Rogers this morning.
Oh, good. How's he?
He's very well, and I found a poem, and he said he thought you might like it because it's about rain.
Hey, rain. I love the rain. I like to lie in the rain and let it come down my beak. And I like to take a rain shower, too.
I know that. And you know how I know that?
How do you know?
Because Lady Elaine told me. She said X likes to take a rain shower.
Well, she sure knows me. If you have a poem, Miss Emily,
Yeah?
I'd like Henrietta to hear it, too.
That's a good idea. Let's ring for her.
Henrietta. Henrietta Pussycat.
Ah, here she comes. What a pretty little hat.
Meow, meow, Miss Emily. Meow, your new hat.
Oh, it's so pretty. It's green and a green bow.
Meow, friend made it.
You have a lot of friends, haven't you, darling?
Meow, meow, love friends.
Yes,
meow.
you have a lot of friends. Well, look. How about getting on with this poem?
Hey, yeah, that's right. Miss Emily has a poem for us, Henrietta.
It's about rain, 'cause X likes rain.
Meow, don't.
No, I know you don't, darling, but then that's what life is, isn't it? Some people like one thing and some people like another. It would be frightfully dull, wouldn't it, if we all liked and disliked the same things?
Meow, meow, true, meow. Meow, 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 scary poem.
No, it's not a scary poem. It's just about nice, gentle rain.
Oh, good.
Meow, meow, gentle rain, meow.
We have to have the rain, you know, because it helps all things to grow. To all of us, it's very plain. We simply have to have the rain. But if we've planned a picnic day, I'm sure that none of us will say, we have to have the rain, you know, because it makes all things to grow. We'd rather have a sunny day when we can run about and play. But sometimes, when there's rain about, and Mother says we can't go out, the rain's a funny thing, you know. You watch a raindrop, gentle, slow, come gliding down the window pane, and wonder, time and time again, where do they go, these little drops? Down, down they go, till each one plops onto the sill, and then is gone. But many wonder, I for one, where do they go? Someday I'll know, and then I'll come and tell you so.
Well, I hope you will, because I've wondered about that too. I've seen the rain come down and then plop off, and I think, where do you go, little raindrop?
Yes, well, I've wondered many times.
Meow, too. Meow, meow, beautiful poem.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, darling.
I sure did.
Good for you.
Meow, wish Meow Meow write poetry, meow that.
Oh, you should try, Henriette. It's not really difficult, you know.
Meow.
King Friday is arriving!
What'd you say?
King Friday is arriving!
King Friday's arriving.
You missed him, haven't you?
Meow, 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 meow.
We sure have missed him.
Meow, meow, you.
Oh, yes, of course I do. But let's go over there. I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll see you. Come on, Henrietta.
Here's Handyman Negri with his suitcase.
Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Over there, meow.
Yeah, see you there. Will you close my
Yes, I
knothole?
will indeed.
King Friday is arriving! King Friday is arriving! The king is arriving! King Friday is arriving!
Hi there, Joe.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yes, Henrietta, how are you?
Meow, meow, King Friday, meow.
Hello, nice to see you.
Haven't seen you for a
Hello,
long
dears.
time.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Where's the picture giver?
Oh, well, he's not bringing pictures of himself this time, Lady Elaine.
You mean he brought something real?
Wait till you see.
Oh, come on now. What did he bring me?
Oh, it's a surprise.
Good or bad?
No, you'll see. You'll see.
Is it inside those suitcases there?
No, actually, he's carrying yours with him himself.
Sounds exciting, doesn't
It
it?
sure does.
Sounds
Meow, meow,
exciting.
meow, 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 meow.
Sure it does.
Well, it's probably a switch to spank me when I'm bad. Oh, here he comes now.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome home. Welcome home, King Friday.
Welcome home, King Friday.
Welcome home, Your Most Gracious Majesty.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, King Friday.
Meow, meow, home, King Friday.
Oh, thank you, Henrietta Pussycat. I suppose you are wondering if I have brought you all a fine picture of myself because you have missed me so much.
We have
Yes,
See, I
they
told
were
you he
wondering,
was
sir. They
gonna.
were,
I
yes.
told you he'd bring a picture.
Well, he didn't say he was going to, Lady Elaine. I suppose you're wondering.
Yes, we were wondering.
We're all wondering.
Well, Sarah Saturday suggested some other things this time.
That was
Some
nice
other
of her, wasn't
things.
it?
That sounds promising.
If you will all come to the P room, I shall give you your presents. P for presents, you know.
Yes, sir.
Realize
What did you bring for me, King Friday? What did you bring for me?
Well, Lady Elaine, if you must know, I brought you this little bird on a stick for your collection.
Isn't
You
that
mean it?
lovely?
You mean you brought me that beautiful little bird?
I do mean it, Lady Elaine.
It's
Oh,
a beautiful
why,
little bird.
can you believe it?
Of course, I'm a generous king. This bird is smaller than mine, of course, but we thought you would enjoy it.
Boy, do I ever. Part for my collection. Just a minute, I need to ask Miss Emily to do something. Will you hold this for me,
Oh,
Joe?
I'd be happy to.
Yes, what is it?
Miss Emily, would you please take and sign down?
Well, what's going on
yes,
here?
sir.
What's going on?
Just a little last-minute housekeeping, Your Majesty.
Last-minute housekeeping? Why, it all looks very good to me. The whole castle looks in order to
Well,
me.
sir, it isn't easy to take care of a castle when the king is away, is it?
Meow sure isn't, meow.
It surely isn't easy.
Now, let's not worry about all that now. Let's not worry about it. The king is back. Long live the king.
Long live the king.
Long live the
Yes,
king.
long live the king.
Long live the king.
Long live the king and his new kind of presents.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's a lovely welcome you've given me. A lovely welcome. Now, into the P room. Your great king is at home. Into the P room, everyone.
I want my bird.
Oh, yes, yes,
Oh,
please.
thank you so much,
There.
dear. What a pleasant day.
Into the P room. Into the P room.
Hi, Charlie.
So King Friday's back, and he brought things that people like. Yeah. Boy, wasn't Lady Elaine surprised when she saw that bird on the stick for her collection? And she asked Miss Emily to take down the sign right away. As soon as she saw that King Friday had really thought about her and brought her something that he knew she'd like, then she wanted it all cleared away and wanted his castle to be just fine for her. If you were a king or a queen, and you went away, and then came back, what would you bring the people with whom you live? Would you bring them something that they like? Would you bring them some soap? Or socks? Or traveling slippers? Or toothbrush and toothpaste? Swimming suit? Sweater with sleeves? Sweater without sleeves? Underwear for wearing under? Shirt? Vest? Miss Emily thought I looked funny in all these things. Well, we were just trying them on, weren't we? Robe with a belt that says, "How do you do?" The best thing that you could bring back when you came back would be yourself. Because that's what most people would be gladdest to see. They were glad to see King Friday too, weren't they? Wonder what he brought the other people. They'll be giving those things in the P room. P for present. Well, there's that suitcase all packed up. Gee, I bet Lady Elaine was glad she took down all those tents. Yeah. Took a lot of talking to get them down. Our visit's nearly over for today, but you know when we'll be back. Tomorrow. We'll start the day tomorrow with a song or two. 1, 2. Tomorrow. We'll start the day tomorrow with a smile for you. Till then, I hope you're feeling happy. Till then, I hope your day is snappy. Tomorrow. It soon will be tomorrow and be our day. We will say a very happy tomorrow to you. You always make each day a special day by just your being you. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Production funds for this series were provided by a grant from the Sears Roebuck Foundation and a children's program fund established by NET affiliated stations.
This is NET, the National Educational Television Network.